Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to Chocolate Therapist TV. I'm Julie, owner of the Chocolate Therapist in Littleton, Colorado, where we make handcrafted, all-natural chocolate with no dyes, preservatives, and artificial ingredients. On this channel, I always try to do something fun, informative, and useful with chocolate. So if you like that idea, please subscribe because we're always putting up something interesting and useful that you can go out and share immediately with your friends. Today, as you can see by the title of the video, I am sharing with you 7 amazing ways to add cocoa powder into your diet. You might be wondering why you would want to add more cocoa powder to your diet, and the reason is it's very good for you. It's extremely nutrient dense because it's made from the ground seeds of a fruit tree called the Theobroma cacao. Now, I have an entire TEDx presentation on that, which is linked down below if you want to get into all of the details. But antioxidants are very good for your body because they fight free radical damage and toxins, and chocolate is one of the richest antioxidant foods in the world. Cocoa powder is one of the best ways to get that into your diet, so I'm going to share with you 7 of my favorite ways to get more cocoa powder in your diet. Again, go watch that TEDx talk if you want all the details on why it's specifically good for you and how rich it is in antioxidants compared to other foods. So let's just get started. Number 1 is hot chocolate. And when I make mine, I like to make it without cow's milk. That is a personal preference. I don't drink cow's milk, so I like oat milk. That to me has the best flavor. Coconut milk is also really good, but you can use any kind of milk. I'll use usually 1 cup of milk. Put it in a cup. You can either microwave it or heat it on the stove. And then I like to add hot chocolate. Now, not just any old hot chocolate, not just your junky stuff that you buy at the grocery store. I would suggest getting organic, all-natural hot chocolate as dark as possible. And what I'm holding up here is our Black Magic, which is made with 72% dark chocolate, cocoa powder, vanilla sugar, and a teeny little bit of sea salt. But when I make it, I add pure cocoa powder. Again, this is organic cocoa powder. We sell this on the website, thechocolatetherapist.com, but you can get any cocoa powder. The better you get, the better it tastes. So I would add probably, this is a 1/4 cup, I would add 1/8 of a cup, about half of this into my hot chocolate, because it makes it richer and chocolatier and it gives you a lot more flavor as well as much better for you. So that is number 1. Number 2 is nut butter. Now I have Trader Joe's nut butter mix here. If you want to make it really easy, there's a whole directions. You put some maple syrup in it, and then I would add, again, cocoa powder. Now I'd add a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder to this nut butter mix. And if you're going to do that, you're going to want to add a little bit of extra liquid. So whatever the liquid is it calls for, just add it. And you're going to be able to see the consistency. You can also grind your own nuts. You can find all kinds of nut butter recipes online. But this is a great way to get extra cocoa powder into your diet. It tastes really good. Number 3 is adding it to brownies. Now I did an entire thing on how to make brownies only way better. That's another video. I'll link that down below. But when I make brownies, I usually start with a gluten-free brownie mix. I haven't made this one before, but I just thought I would grab this because I want to make it, so that's coming. And I would then add 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, and again, a little bit of extra liquid to make sure that I offset for that extra cocoa. Now, when I do this, just so you know, if you don't have to watch that other video, I'll also add a little bit of Maldon sea salt and some Madagascar vanilla to just bring the whole flavor up of whatever brownie I'm making. So whether you're making a boxed brownie or a recipe from home, add more cocoa powder than the recipe calls for. Number 3 is a cake mix, and you can do this with any cake, right? Really any mix, any brownie mix, any cake mix. Today I have Godiva's molten lava cakes. When I make this, I'm going to be adding a lot of extra cocoa powder. I've already done, again, another video on how to make Godiva flourless chocolate torte, only way better. And we, again, added cocoa powder, vanilla, a little Maldon sea salt, because the companies that make these don't want to add the cocoa powder because it's expensive. So you add it and make it way better for you. Number 5 is a smoothie. Now, I like to have my smoothies with frozen fruit. I'll use oat milk, a little bit of green juice, and I typically use vanilla plant-based protein. But if you're going to put it in a smoothie, I would suggest getting the chocolate protein powder and then add, again, more cocoa powder. Now, I would put in a 1/4 cup. The reason I don't go more like 1/2 cup or 3/4 of a cup is it gets pretty bitter. So if you're having a little bit of fruit with a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, you're going to get this nice chocolate fruit combination, and it's not overwhelmingly dark chocolate. Number 6, put it in hot cereal. So this is my steel cutouts right here. I would just make this normally like I would, right? 1 cup of liquid to ½ cup of cereal, and then add about 1/8 of a cup of cocoa powder, and then let it cook in with that. Now it's true that when you heat cocoa powder, it does reduce some of the antioxidants. However, it's still, comparatively to other foods that have antioxidants in them, far superior as far as the quantity of antioxidants that you're getting. So add it to your cereal. You can even sprinkle it on top, although if you were going to do that, you might want to put some maple syrup or something on there because it is pretty bitter. Last one, kind of fun, I've done a video on this as well, is to do chocolate mousse, and this is a 2-minute chocolate mousse, but you can use any chocolate mousse recipe. So whatever the recipe calls for in cocoa powder, double it. And make sure you offset with a little bit of extra liquid. You're going to be amazed at how much better everything that you make tastes when you add more cocoa powder to it. So not only is it so much better for you, but it just tastes so much better. So try some of these recipes. I have links to all the products below that I mentioned here. And remember, cocoa powder is very, very good for you. It's loaded with vitamins, protein, fiber, nutrients, healthy fats, antioxidants. So there you have it, 7 great ways to incorporate cocoa powder into your everyday diet. Just go out, get some cocoa powder, get the good stuff, buy organic, buy something that tastes amazing, add it to your diet. Thanks for tuning in today, and remember, if you like the idea of learning something cool and amazing, unique, and new about chocolate every day, please subscribe to our channel. Catch you on the next episode.